Namaste, my dear friends. We are exploring different reasons why yoga suffers credibility in the eyes of the public, and one of the problems is disconnection from its roots. You see, every spiritual tradition must have a line of connection back to its original roots. For example, if you look at the Buddhist tradition, no tradition of Buddhism will be acknowledged as a Buddhist tradition unless it traces back its ancestry to the Buddha. The same with other traditions. If you look at different schools of Catholicism, they have to trace back their roots to the first Catholic master. It's the same with every spiritual tradition, whether it is a religious one like the Catholic traditions or a non-religious one like the Buddhist. The same is true for yoga. Yoga traditions must have an origin back to its ancestors, who are there from a very long time ago. And yoga has to trace back to its ancestors, and because there are a few lines of yoga, like Hatha Yoga must trace back its ancestors through the Natha tradition to Matsyendra Natha, whereas the other classical forms of yoga must trace its origins back to Maharishi Patanjali or Sri Nammalwar, who was the master of the South. So, if a tradition calls itself a tradition just because there is one generation of teacher behind them, oh, my father was a great yogi or my grandfather was a great yogi, that's not really a tradition. And that's not going to build credibility, because a tradition builds credibility based on the test of time. We are very fortunate in the Viniyoga tradition because through a very linear link of ancestors, we trace our tradition back to Nammalwar and back to Maharishi Patanjali. There are very few traditions like that, but there are a few. And that is also very important to build credibility in yoga, because if there is a disconnection from tradition, there is a disconnection from the roots that nourish that tradition. And that's also why people don't take it seriously, because if you say, oh, I'm a tradition that is 40 years old, they say, so what? What's special about it? I am 75 years old. How are you going to convince me that a 40-year-old tradition is so important? And that is why, my dear friends, we must start aligning ourselves with traditions of yoga that are hundreds of thousands of years old, rather than just somebody who is just claiming to be a new yoga master. This is also quite important, my dear friends. Please reflect about it. Namaste, and thank you for listening. Namaste, my dear friends. My name is Kausthub Desikachar and I am currently representing the Viniyoga tradition. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button so that you may receive fantastic updates every week on all the wonderful videos that we are presenting. And of course, we would encourage you to share these videos through your social media platforms to all your friends and students, so that this kind of special knowledge can be shared to all those who are seriously interested in the classical traditions of yoga. Thank you for your support, my dear friends, and we wish you all the very best. Namaste.